Hi there, welcome back to Not Another Budget. I'm Nicole, and on this channel I'm attempting to cash budget my way out of debt and fix several years of financial misbehaviour. And we are starting off the 1st of August with me completing my mini emergency fund. This is a £500 savings pot. Is it enough to cover an emergency? No, but it is something that I'm not very good at keeping hold of or having, and it is a step in the right direction. I'm not pushing to go to 1,000 because I do need to start really cracking on with my debt payoff journey. August is wrapping up to be quite a busy month with lots of things going on as well. So I have to kind of try and capitalise on the time that I do have free and get some schoolwork done, and then lots of vintage and car booting things done. But as a result of me having a really big push in July in order for me to destash on Vinted and on Facebook Marketplace as well, I have been able to go ahead and, spoiler alert, fully fund my £500 emergency fund. Now, what's noticeable and notable is that when my income was reduced from the end of February to the end of June, I had to plug that gap, and that was an average of about £500 I was needing to find each month. Sometimes it was a little bit more, sometimes it was a little bit less, but I managed to make up that difference. So I knew I had enough of a routine, enough of a process, that I knew I could find the right things if I needed to, and I knew the best place to sell the items that I was looking to get rid of and the odd thing that I would flip. The majority of, well, most of, if not all of my income comes from my full-time job. And then I am using Vinted destashing and the occasional flipping to allow me to fund an emergency fund, and then going forward other things as well, like debt payoffs or other smaller kind of sinking funds or savings pots. But I was sitting there watching myself each month find these shortfalls, and there was a bit of bittersweetness about it because I was realising that, I can do this, and I am doing it. And I can't put the money towards debt, I can't put it towards savings, it was just having to plug my income. So there was a little bit of a lull period where I just had to take a step back from that because I came very close to burning myself out doing it, and then had to pick up the reins and go again. And as a result of that, over the course of July, I've had my best month on Vinted, and it has allowed me to put £500 into the emergency fund. It has allowed me to do a little bit towards debt, which I'll talk about in a separate video because there have been some changes and developments there. But that's not what this video is about. And then it's also allowed me to take what I have left and look for items that I can flip to try and extend and grow that amount that I have on top of what I already have to destash as well. And that's without me hitting any car boot sales, which I'm planning to do very soon, and, take the most time that I can to really get things going. Now, in a previous video, I cash stuffed £277 and I think it was 36p, which was a mixture of a small change challenge and then this £500 challenge here. The small change I will pick up again at some point, but that can go towards a different challenge now. Just in notes alone, I have got enough to do what I need to do. I have £240 here, and I have £270 in notes in here. Now, to stop me getting confused, that is, where are we? I'm not going to pull it out because I'll get a bit befuddled. That is sitting there. It's looking kind of lovely and healthy and has stayed sitting there, which is a lovely thing to be able to do. But just to show you, I've got 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 2, 20, 40. Now, £230 in notes was what I was missing, so I will take £10 from... Where are you? I will take £10 from there, and that smooths it all off nicely, and that can go to somewhere. And we're now going to fill in the remaining 23 gaps. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 21, 22, 23. That is the £500 emergency fund done. Let's get you in there and away. Just bear with me one moment. Right, I'm back. I just had to do a thing because dog's barking and Barry is outside, so I was like, oh no, something might be happening. It's all fine, I think. So yeah, so £10 change from that, and that's because the machine spat out £20 notes only, which is rather frustrating. How do I feel about this? Weird, good. It's a good thing to have. I finally completed a savings challenge for the first time in like 2.5, nearly 3 years. I've completed smaller ones before, but certainly not one like this. Yeah. And now it's on to whatever the next one is, which I need to work out and do some admin. I have so much admin, both school-wise and personally, that I need to catch up on and do. But I will work that out another point and try and get ahead on to filming some videos as well. So yeah, I have a funded, very mini emergency fund of £500, enough to cover something that pops up. And I will therefore love you and leave you, and I will see you tomorrow for another budgeting video. I hope you have a fantastic budgeting week wherever you are in the world, and bye bye for now.